I was 16 years old, had my license for 3 days. On March 31st, 1998, I was headed to a party. We had a couple buddies in a car, where there were going to be drugs and sex and women and all kinds of alcohol, and I hit a tree going 80 miles an hour on a gravel road. Mark and Sid Fowdy, who go to this church, right in front of their house. I have a traumatic brain injury. I suffered from the accident as well as a broken neck, and I had a stroke. I was in the hospital for actually about 3 months, but I was in a coma for 42 days where I couldn't respond, or my eyes wouldn't open, but then my eyes began to open. I would slowly come out of it. I had to go through different kinds of therapies. They had occupational, they had speech, and they had physical therapy, obviously. And it was very hard. I had to learn to do everything. Chew. I had to learn how to swallow, because I remember, when I first would try, I would choke. I would get choked, and I'd, cough up whatever it was I was trying to get down. Directly after the accident, I moved in with my grandparents because me and my mom would always argue, so I went over and lived with them in Westerville, where my grandpa was a pastor and grandma. After my grandfather died, me and my grandmother moved back to Newark, and I started going to OSUN, the branch up here. I got addicted to cocaine, and it's a terrible thing because it ultimately led to me being put on probation. And after, the running with the law, I was in the bar again and high on cocaine, right? And, I was a little bit tipsy, and I was dancing with a lady, and her, friend must not have liked that, because when I came back and sat down, he slammed my head into the table, and that wasn't good, because they, got up and clocked him with a bottle, and then I had to go to jail again. I was only in jail for 30 days that time. Then I was put on probation for 5 years. Didn't complete that though, because I was addicted to cocaine. Being in prison, that was more or less like the jungle. I would sit and read every night. I would read that Bible. As I was reading in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. From that verse, that just kind of hit me, It hit home, because I was thinking to myself of all these things I can do with Him, with His help, is the only way. And finally, when I got out of prison, I really wanted to do it the right way this time, because I've seen so many other people, do things the right way, and I would say, well, it worked for my grandmother. It worked for my grandfather, even though he's not here. He went home to be with the good Lord. It worked for him while he was here. Things really worked out for him. And why not follow the Lord and do things the right way so they would work out for you as well? When you open your life to the Holy Spirit and let Him work, it's amazing what He does in your life. The way He makes you feel is incredible. It's like nothing else, There's different ways that people worship the Lord, and I love just coming here, the music, the message, and the way that I feel. Nobody can tell me that He's not real. Honestly, I didn't think I could be forgiven for anything because of what I've done in my past. But now that I've, realized and have become open to things in life, by opening myself to the Holy Spirit and letting Him work in me, I hope that, my testimony would shine and show that there is hope in Jesus Christ. There is hope that is unspeakable. I don't know, not enough adjectives to describe it, because it's so awesome.